Tonight, the Jewish community celebrating the new year with the holiday of Rosh Hashanah. From COVID to crime, the unrest in the Middle East, the border, what will the first night bring? Joining me now, Rabbi is joining us, Rabbi Aryeh Spero and Rabbi Stephen Burg. Thank you both for being here. Rabbi Spero, I apologize for butchering your first name. I did my best. I wrote it down.
I think you did a good job.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that, Rabbi. Rabbi Spero, let me start with you. Talk to the Jewish community, if you can, about this new year, why this would be different, but also for those that may not be of the Jewish faith, what can they learn today?
Well, in general, Rosh Hashanah, the beginning of the new year, for the calendar new year, for individual people to take introspection and reflection, and it's based on our tradition that creation, the beginning of all new years, took place at this moment. The Hebrew month is called Tishrei. It falls in September. And Rosh Hashanah has the importance of teaching mankind that once a year, we have to reflect, involve ourselves in introspection, where perhaps we fell short during the past year and what we can do better for the upcoming year. It's certainly a time of celebration, but not revelry. It's a time to look forward based on the new resolutions that we'll make, serious resolutions that have to do with our relationship to God and to man, our personal growth, not necessarily about dieting, things like that. So it has a message for all of mankind. And this year is an important year, not only for individuals who have undergone deaths in their family because of COVID, but also for our nation, that our nation has to realize that we must be firm and we must stand for the great ideals and believe in ourselves. The United States must believe in itself if it's to be successful going forth.
To believe in oneself. I like that. Rabbi Burg, I'll get your comments as well. You know, one of the words that stuck out to me that Rabbi Spero used was reflection, to reflect. This, as we move closer and closer to the 20-year mark of the 9/11 attacks, how important is it now more than ever to really reflect individually, but also as a country?
We all kind of remember 20 years ago where we were, what had happened, and our lives changed. Whether you were immediately affected by a relative or just here in the country, to know that we could stand for great values and be attacked by people that really stand against those values, it really set us aside as a country, as a nation, as a world. And God really created us as human beings to go out and to be kind to other people and to do good in the world. And I think it just set aside those that seek to destroy, those that seek to set off suicide bombers, those that seek to destroy all our values. We have to stand up to that. And Rosh Hashanah is literally, people today spend a lot of money on life coaches. You know, God many, many years ago said there's going to be one day a year where you're going to sit down and you're going to reflect and you're going to set your goals and your vision on a personal level and on a nationalistic level and on a global level. And I think that the fact that Israel and America has been so intertwined in fighting this war on terror for so many years, we understand what has to happen and we need to reflect. We need to move forward in a very, very strong way. And no matter what anyone says and no matter what anyone does, we understand that liberty and justice and all those different parts that makes us into the greatest country in the world and who we are, we have to stand strong.
Rabbi Spero, I'll get your comments on 9/11 as well, if I can. Moving into Saturday, marking the 20-year anniversary, you talk about reflection, and how much our lives have changed as we reflect on the Pentagon. One of those areas hit, 4 planes hijacked. The day our nation was under attack, the greatest attack on our American soil, in a day that's embedded in so many minds. Some may not have even been with us, and now they have to read about this day in a textbook or to listen to this segment happening now. Again, going back to that word, Rabbi Spero, reflection.
Well, having lived through that day and having had family members personally downtown who were trying to escape, some of them did, thank God, and friends that we knew were not able, and they were killed in 9/11. It's important to remember, because it's now being sugar-coated, it's important to remember that we were attacked by an ideology. It was a jihadist ideology, a radical Islamist ideology that wanted to destroy us. And we can't forget that because we have to be ever vigilant. The importance of all these historical events is to learn from them and to make sure that we understand so that it doesn't happen again. This was an attack against us by jihadists. We cannot sugarcoat it in the name of all types of togetherness and inclusivity. Those people that realize that have to speak out and say, we are fighting this ideology because that ideology is fighting us. We must remember this. Zachor, the Hebrew admonition to remember the truth of what happened so that we'll be prepared and vigilant to make sure it doesn't happen again.
Never happen again, never forget. Rabbi Spero, thank you so much. Rabbi Burg, we appreciate your time as well. Great conversation with you. I wish you the best.
Thank you.
Got it.
Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, we're real news for real people.